Yo, what's up, buddy? I hope there we now. Krata bi we be the ensem or en krata. About to media no dam pere then. You dive in there hwemo now. Sarkodie Michael Owusuado, aka Obidi Hova, Obidi Pombidi. Now Sarkodie the one of the best rappers in Ghana and in Africa. I mean, arguably he's the best rapper in Africa, Charlie. And Sarkodie the way I wish you actually career no, from nothing to greatness. No, it's something that is worth admiring. Now, I mean, it's actually, though we are not supposed to condone it, but or a normal day, do some stage abraboma. At times, whether you like it or not, there are people that are not necessarily going to be by your side or on your side. And see, Sarkodie so as an artist have people that they don't really like him, they don't like his personality based on one or two things. Now, sometimes, them kind of opposition, it's only to some level, and other in Kofituber, but not to some extent, as I say. But this time around, some people actually took it a step further. Now, Asam but Sarkodie Sarkodie had to perform at the Olympics. I mean, that's the news that came. I think the news that we received wasn't so accurate because the news was Sarkodie was going to be part of the performances at the Olympic Games. As is your record of Paris, opening ceremony, opening ceremony. The washers here, performance artists now, babano. Because that's the news we received on the media. But I think later way better, I think we received a more precise information on what exactly or where exactly Sarkodie is going to perform in Paris later August. Now, Charlie, yeah. So, assembly now that somebody has written a letter to the French ambassador or the French embassy in Ghana to sort of address some concerns with regards that they feel that Sarkodie now he's going to be part of the artists that's going to perform at the Olympic Games. They feel like he's not supposed to be there. Now, nimpana okoye the mad no oye na ye nimpi boy Ghana nima papa also our Ghana na wahwe letter bi dem other Olympics committee there another no Ghana yene French embassy or Ghana had there Sarkodie no he's a misogynist yakado be a misogynist or cheda you be he has hatred no or tanma mesiafo or tanma mesiafo nti they feel like for fairness and for the non-discrimination or non-discriminatory aspect of the Olympic Games, because that's one of their rules. They feel like the person feel like Sarkodie is not supposed to be part of that particular Olympic Games opening ceremony. No, nah, Charlie. All because the person, according to the letter, the person is trying to say that Sarkodie, in his lyrics in Jennifer Lomote, he spoke about how some Krobo girls were cursed by Konfanochi. The issue, the track and the band, because obeying some Dema. Kofi Bashe Sarkodie, as it normally is, Okoda baby. Now, eventually, Sarkodie and everyone else, so. One to Libya, Yenyim Bibia, if Yvonne Nelson was saying that he had something to do with Obede Pombede, that Sarkodie. It resulted in a pregnancy. In order to a pregnancy, Sarkodie said that he wasn't ready to father the child. And because of that, and Yvonne Nelson, Sarkodie dropped Yvonne Nelson at the hospital. No, according to Yvonne Nelson, one shada one to Sarkodie and Cambium. Na otro woni book mu I am Yvonne Nelson obeye nsam pi ono do oye nsam o trendy pa na Sarkodie be yina no with a track try me mu na Sarkodie ke che Yvonne Nelson then she is for the streets na ye could be say for the streets it's more or less like on you may for wodi mpoma go anyhow see the metro can be no so Charlie debate me for can me say afa kan ayil defend the man asam no yeden owi na based on that particular track is the reason why this person, this Ghana ni why na maboni din nyaboter din botuga na Ghana ni why na agenda no it's not the right decision to allow Sarkodie to spearhead a program of that sort if he has that in as part of his history, especially against women. So according to him, in the Olympic Committee, they shouldn't add Sarkodie to the they shouldn't add him to the artists that are going to perform. Na Yankuponon Pebon, okay, you know, so na the French embassy in Ghana had to reply him. Na letter no. So based on the French embassy, the reply to his letter, normal seminar we pre-media another. It's not America say. So this letter was sent to the French embassy in Ghana to actually denounce Sarkodie as part of the performance of the Olympic Games. But what the person didn't know was actually Sarkodie wasn't part of the artist that is going to perform at the opening ceremony, but it's like an aspect of the Olympic Games. So it's like there's another faction, there's another Kofituber also some African sort of festival be in collaboration with the Olympic team. I want a moment where we invite Sarkodie as part of their performance. So it's not like Sarkodie is part of artists now we perform Olympic Games opening ceremony na nkasampo as menyokas and we man once and some PR they were trying to religiously mock some Christians because of their depiction of the Last Supper, which was drawn by Leonardo da Vinci. And see, nangasa no honsam nangasa no ho. Nti the nimpa no tro da nimpa ni di nangasa Yahaya Mohammed. No also the head Secretariat of Equity between Women and Men Department. Hey Charlie. Charlie, nah. See, so when Yahaya Mohammed wrote the letter to the French embassy in Ghana and they were replying, they said that, one of their key principles is to actually make sure that there is fairness between all sexes and they don't want to be any discrimination between anyone. So it's one of the principles that they hold very dear. So what then I said that actually be them now to sort of notify them they be them always na washe. My moment day. On the other side, Sarkodie is part of the artists performing at the opening ceremony. Okay, I go ceremony. Ay, Charlie. Hey, Charlie, bini pa. Anyway, Sarkodie is not part of the people that's going to perform at the opening ceremony. Okay, but he's actually going to perform at a section within the Olympic Games. So there's a festival that's happening. Sarkodie is part of the artists that is going to perform. And see, that one is not more like fully under their jurisdiction. It's like a collabo between them and a different company that has invited Sarkodie. So they made their clearance and actually assured him that regardless, they are still working on it to actually make sure that his concerns is addressed properly. Now, this is the issue. It's quite disturbing when I think these issues are normally out of sometimes people have some level of affinity or some kind of hatred towards people, and they will go to the last straw. Yes, some people are very vengeful, and sometimes too there are other reasons, there are other inspiration, maybe politically motivated, but they would just clothe it as another. They will camouflage it or they conceal it as maybe trying to defend a group of people, but the real motivation, the real reason behind what they are doing is probably unknown to everybody. Yes, because as some people were actually saying that this guy is affiliated to a particular political party, which they don't really like how Sarkodie takes the disposition Sarkodie takes with regards to some national issues. So some people are speculating that this guy wrote the letter because of some political motivations. But in Ghana, in Africa, we know the issue of pull me down and the issue of but I feel this one is different. Not specifically that. I think maybe it's based on a particular motivation that people are doing that. And this particular Yahaya Mohammed, I don't know how he will feel about this letter now. I don't know whether he anticipated the letter not thrown or but if he anticipated, then probably he is okay. But if he didn't, I'm sure that by now he's a bit ashamed or something, because I think he was doing it in a way and cover a low key nanka where he Sarkodie if you show no, but one ban them. So when you ask me of the reasons and the problems or the causes of some of these things, I'll just say that it's just humans being humans and Africans, Ghanaians being Ghanaians. Sometimes it happens. Some people don't like you, and they will make sure that they will do anything in their capacity to actually dispel their disinterest in you. So it's just part of the game. So we'll take it like that. The only solution I see around this thing is to just Sarkodie. I know he will not even comment on this. I think this is not an issue. I believe Obede will really invest energy into maybe post anything about. You just see it and probably focus, because he's been in the game for that long, and he knows that some of these things are part of the game. It's part of the process of becoming a star or a celebrity. So I'm not expecting him to reply or anything. And yes, that's the best way to actually handle this issue. So I don't know, but this thing sometimes not can get some stabby, but it's part of the game. And also actually part was need to me then discuss nation. Of course, we all learn a thing or two from everything that I talk about here on trends, and most importantly, for us to be well informed of what is happening elsewhere in Ghana. Charlie, this is the end of today's edition of Trends on KDM. The name remains Donald Trump. Peace.